Good evening, everyone. Your first forecast is brought to you by Store It at Home, rent-to-own portable buildings. We do have a cold front that's stalled 2 hours south right now. Most of the rain is to our south, but it will start to lift to the north a little bit as we head into your Friday. So we do have the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm or two in the late evening hours tomorrow. But ahead of it, we're going to see plenty of sunshine, and we are going to see those temperatures stay cool despite the sunshine. 65 degrees at 7 o'clock. 76 by noon, and then we climb up into the mid 80s by the afternoon with the possibility of a few isolated thunderstorms. We do have more chances of rain in your 7-day forecast. We'll talk about that on ABC 31 News.
Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. An update on yesterday's accident at Rapids Avenue in Bolton that injured 4 state troopers is our big story tonight. We're told the troopers suffered minor to moderate injuries. Now, this incident started with a routine traffic stop on Highway 1 at Airbase Road. One of 3 teens in that car fled while the trooper was speaking to the driver on the shoulder of the road. The high-speed chase ended when that teen collided with several stopped state police vehicles. 18-year-old Tori Lewis of Assumption Parish was arrested for traffic violations and marijuana possession. Lewis is identified as that first driver who was stopped before the chase ensued. The others are juveniles age 17, one being the second driver. He's accused of aggravated assault with a vehicle on a police officer, aggravated flight, resisting arrest, aggravated battery, and other charges. The passenger is listed as being from Assumption Parish and Texas and is accused of possession of marijuana. Authorities closed off that intersection where it happened yesterday during the noon hour. A California man accused here of indecent behavior in a decades-old case is now headed back home to face federal charges that he lied in connection with a passport application. Frank John Sellis finished his state sentence in July, but now he must face the federal charges in California where he lived for decades. At the time of the incident, indecent behavior incident, I should say, he was a children's TV personality in Monroe. He reportedly brought boys to central Louisiana for a weekend camping trip. Sellis appeared in a federal magistrate's court yesterday with his attorney, Mike Small. Pineville police arrest a local man for charges involving sexual conduct with children. It's 21-year-old Ethan Scott Jowers. Police say he had intercourse with a child that he was babysitting. He is charged with rape, attempted rape, obstruction of justice, and pornography involving children. The transition from summer to fall means it's time to replace your summer plants with some new ones to fit the season. And that is exactly what Louisiana Future Farmers of America members did yesterday afternoon in downtown Alexandria. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has the story.
This past June, hundreds of Louisiana Future Farmers of America members attended the 89th annual State FFA Convention in Alexandria.
The FFA is the national organization, and we teach students not just about farming, which is what a lot of people think it is, but we actually teach them how to hold a career, how to find something they love. We have CDEs, which are career development events, so we take students and we train them in a career that they want to be in.
During the convention, members conducted a day of service project to beautify areas of downtown Alexandria, planting flowers, replacing grass and sod, and installing planter boxes. Yesterday afternoon, a similar project took place, replacing old summer plants with new ones for the fall season.
It's just a community service day, and so we're replotting all the spring flowers that we planted and putting in some fall flowers so that they stay alive during the winter so that we can keep Alexandria still looking beautiful.
But doing this is more than just community service.
Louisiana has such a diverse agricultural setting that we want to keep this place beautiful. We want to have tourists still coming to these cities. We want people to still love coming to these cities. And if we keep them beautiful, then it's going to keep the fun alive and it's going to keep people wanting to come back.
The Louisiana Future Farmers of America Association's mission is to make a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. You can learn more by visiting www.laffa.org. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
CLEDA, the North Rapids Business and Industry Alliance, and the Cenla Regional Chamber of Commerce presented a special Louisiana Economic Outlook meeting today featuring Dr. Lauren Scott, Professor Emeritus of Economics at LSU. Dr. Scott talked about the national economy, and the economy of central Louisiana.
Alexandria has come out of a recession that they were in and is growing in 2018. We think it'll be probably a little bit flat in 2019 because Clico's IT project is going to end, and there's about 100 IT people that are going to be leaving the area. What we're really watching very carefully for this area are two main things. Number one, the future of the Austin Chalk, which is a major oil play running across here. We expect very high oil prices coming up down the line, and if those oil prices materialize, then I think you're going to see some good stuff happening.
He says the future is also looking bright for Union Tank Car, with major industrial construction taking place in the southern part of Louisiana, and Union Tank Car providing the vehicles needed to keep that construction going. Avoyelles Parish is known for its French Creole heritage and fun events every month. Wilbur Carmouche of Avoyelles Tourism stopped by to give us a look at what's coming up in October.
Absolutely, John. We've got plenty of things going on in October, and we've packaged some things all over one weekend. We're starting with October 4th, Art in the Rafters 6, Regardez-moi, which means look at me now. And that's going to be at 6 p.m. Vendors are going to be upstairs at Bailey's, art vendors that is, upstairs at Bailey's, and we'll have arts and crafts vendors on the front side, on the street side of Bailey's on Ogden Street, right there in the courthouse square. Opens at 6 o'clock. For $20, you get to go into Bailey's, look at the artwork, partake of the food, and become an Avoyelles Arts Council member for 1 year, which will lead you to additional incentives throughout the years for their different programming. Country Unplugged on October 5th at Paragon Casino Resort, featuring Mark Chestnut, Joe Diffie, and the music of Lone Star. Doors open at 7, concert is at 8. Ticket information, 800-745-3000.
For more information about those events, visit the website there on your screen. We continue honoring members of our military from the area. Tonight, a Pollock sailor is among those keeping the Navy wing flying. It's Petty Officer 2nd Class James Simmons, a 2001 Grant High graduate, now serving in the U.S. Navy. He's assigned to the Naval Air Station in Jacksonville, Florida, where he's an aviation ordnanceman, serving with Commander, Patrol, and Reconnaissance Wing 11. Thank you for your service, James. It's nice to have plants that can handle the heat in your landscape. A Texas sage not only has beautiful flowers and leaves, but it's also drought tolerant. On this edition of Get It Growing, LSU Ag Center horticulturist Dan Gill explains why Texas sage is a good, low-maintenance choice to plant in your landscape now.
Despite the seasons beginning to change just a little bit, heat of course lingers with us all through September and into October. Our summers are incredibly hot down here, and we need plants that can take the heat all through the hot summer and come out looking good and like they're happy. Here's a great choice. This is a native to Texas. It's called the Texas bush sage, and it's a wonderful, wonderful plant. We don't have a lot of plants that have silver leaves for our landscapes. Silver leaf plants are usually native to dry climates, and our climate is so wet, they oftentimes don't do well here. But this does beautifully. Now you'll notice these delightful lavender flowers. They'll pop out in early summer and then intermittently all through the summer season. The plants are very drought tolerant, so once they've been planted for about a year and they've gotten their root system growing out and they've gotten established, they're really carefree. They're drought tolerant. You never really have to fuss over them. Now these are small young plants. These will get as high as 4 to 6 feet. So you can keep them trimmed if you'd like for a slightly smaller size, but remember the ultimate size these shrubs want to be and place them where that's going to be appropriate. A nice sunny area with excellent drainage works beautifully for these shrubs, and because they're so heat tolerant, you can plant them now even though the weather is still rather hot. The Texican bush sage, a beautiful, beautiful plant, silver foliage, lavender flowers, and a nice low maintenance choice for Louisiana landscapes. Forget it growing. I'm Dan Gill with the LSU Ag Center.
And for more information, visit that website on your screen.
Welcome back, everyone. We are expecting partly sunny skies for tomorrow. There could be an isolated thunderstorm by the afternoon hours as that cold front that pushed through the region is now starting to lift to the north. We are going to see some sunshine this weekend, though, but there's still that possibility of spotty showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon, and then plenty of sunshine as we head into next week. Temperatures will be a tad above normal, and today, though, we weren't above normal. Highs around 77 degrees, so we're enjoying this fall-like weather, and we did see some sunshine out there, but as we head into tomorrow, some of those clouds will start to make their way back to our area as that cold front that pushed through last night will inch a little bit to the north. So we do have the possibility of a stray afternoon thunderstorm or two. Our dew points still a little bit high in the upper 60s, so it's still muggy out there, but not quite as bad as they were earlier this week where they were in the 70s. Right now, that cold front is just a little bit to our south, but again, it will continue to inch northward just a little bit, and so we are expecting the possibility of showers and a few thunderstorms tomorrow, but just a very slight risk of that. But there is another cold front that will be trying to move into our area by this weekend, so it will be hung up in the panhandle of Texas tomorrow and then eventually moving to the east. So we do have chances of rain for this weekend once that comes. Tomorrow, though, we are expecting those dew points to be in the upper 60s, so not quite as bad as it was earlier this week, but it's still going to be a little bit muggy out there, making those temperatures feel just a little bit warmer. But we do expect the possibility of a stray afternoon thunderstorm or two, partly cloudy skies for much of the day. So here's a look at your future radar as we head into tonight. We're going to stay quiet. Most of the rain will be south of that front, and then once that front starts to make its way a little bit to the north, notice those showers will start to move a little bit to the north as well. And then for us, there could be a stray thunderstorm or two in the region. Tonight, we drop down to around 65 degrees under a partly cloudy sky. Tomorrow, look for highs around 84 degrees, just about normal for this time of year. And we do have the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm. More chances of rain this weekend with another system coming through. Temperatures around 85 degrees, so we're going to stay near normal for this weekend, but then by early next week, those temperatures will start to climb as we're going to see a little bit more sunshine. The humidity will also increase as well, and so our overnight lows will also increase into the 70s. Look for highs in the lower 90s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, dropping back down into the upper 80s, though. By the end of the week, plenty of sunshine for your Thursday. Scott?
What's a dog to do when he's thirsty and his bowl is empty? Well, just grab a drink himself, of course. This is Thunder, a curious pup who learned to turn on the sink himself when he's feeling parched. His owner, Ann Bach, says he's been doing this since he was a puppy. Thunder only has the trick halfway down, though. He doesn't know how to turn the water off.
That might be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
A little
hey, it looks like his body wants to get in on the action.
For sure. Yep.
You know, at one point, I did teach one of the family dogs to drink out of the sink, but we didn't do the how to turn it on trick. So we were controlled with the water bill.
Yeah, at least it's not drinking from the toilet.
That is very true, yeah. That's good for everybody involved, I think.
Kind of a messy situation.
Real quick last look.
Well, it's going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow with a high around 84 degrees, and we do have chances of rain in the afternoon.
All right, thank you, Kim. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.